Hello, this is old Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and my 8-year-old grandson. He is quite a guy. I'm so proud of him. Of course, any granddad would be proud of his grandson, but I can't help it. He's pretty special. I let him fly my drone, my Air 2, when I got it a year or so ago, and he flew just fine and had a lot of fun with it. And then I got my Air 2S, and in the meantime, since then, they've got a rule that says you have to pass the trust test before you can fly a drone. Well, so he wanted to take the test. Well, I'll put it this way: he didn't really want to take the test, but we had 2 weeks of Christmas vacation, and I said, Ryan, if you want to fly my drone, we got 2 weeks to study and take the test for the drone. And he see, it's not his nature to take 2 weeks to do anything. So he said, well, let's do it. So I set him down with the drone inside the house. Well, first of all, we went to the Drone Valley, and his video on preparing for the test is very extensive, and at the end, about 9 minutes in, he just goes through. He doesn't give you the answers to the question, but explain what each question on the test is about. There's 23 questions, and so we sat there, and I muted the video and just paused it and explained to him what each one meant. And so he pretty much had a pretty good idea. So we went to Pilot Institute. There, he wanted me to wave. We went to Pilot Institute, and he took the test, and I didn't help him, and he missed about a half a dozen of them because multiple choice tests, you have to now watch this. I got to have you watch this. This is from when he was flying my drone a year or so ago. He knows all about it and no problems. And this car just happened to be coming along, and so he thought he would follow it and like it was going to go down the road. But as you can see, it turns around and goes back the other way, and he maneuvers everything, the camera and the drone, and follows it along. So I have no problems with him flying my drones because he's capable. And for his birthday last year, I bought him a little $70 Holy Stone drone. But first flight, he didn't realize that it didn't have GPS, and he got too high, and it went in a neighbor's tree and all that. Got a video on that somewhere too. So anyway, he missed about a half a dozen questions because he didn't take time to read every question in the multiple choice. But other than that, he passed it just fine. Well, you can't flunk it, but anyway, so then he'd go back and retake it. And he did a great job. So he got his license, and then I sat down and we went over the menu items on the app, so he'd know what each thing meant, so he understood what the safety and the control and the transmission and camera and all that. And I just gave him the basics. I didn't want him to change anything on my drone. So anyway, so he's flying in, and this neighbor kid that he goes and plays with every once in a while, not very often, but every once in a while. And so he flew it for about, almost a half an hour. And I cut out a lot of the stuff that was boring, to me anyway. And so then I didn't want him, I usually fly over and land on the sidewalk, but as you can see, he's not gentle enough yet, and I didn't want him running into the side of the house. So I thought we'd just try landing on the takeoff pad. So this whole time he's doing it using FPV, looking at the drone or looking at the controller, and so he's going to try to land on that, and it's partially successful, and so. Anyway, so now he can fly drones anywhere, anyone he wants, and so he'll be flying from time to time. He'll be flying my Air 2S, and I like him to fly that one. Right now, he's flying the Mini 2, which doesn't have object avoidance, which worried me a little bit, but he did fine, and I'm proud of him. Thank you for watching, and God bless.